Welcome back. In sports, it was an all-autonomous region of Bougainville affair in yesterday's New Guinea Islands BESTA tournament finals in Kimbe, West New Britain province. Central Bougainville beat South Bougainville to clinch onto the NGI BESTA favourites and to represent the New Guinea Islands region in the national BESTA tournament. In the women's finals, the Lama girls from Kokopo defeated Kumbango in a close game. Dr. Stindri has more from Kimbe.
The Central Bougainville men's soccer team proved too good to beat South Bougainville in a 70 minutes play with the final score as 2-1 in the NGI BESTA tournament in Kimbe yesterday. The goals scored were from the team's central defender Igina Charlie and by Tony. South Bougainville secured its only goal from a free penalty kick from its midfielder Raymond Maimoy. The loss for South Bougainville comes as a big experience as they came into the competition as underdogs.
Plenty challenge team come up, but we plus training 3 months earlier, so we feel confident to beat him.
In the women's final, Kokopo outclassed Kumbango 2-1. The Kokopo women's first goal was scored through its young striker Herikai Sirinjuri. The team stretched its win with a second goal from Martina Harris in the final hour. Kumbango's only goal came from its midfielder Abigail Wagol. An overjoyed team captain Josephine Palace says the women are now ready for the regional tournament.
And I'm confident that we can travel to the next BESTA Cup. We are ready. We are ready to take the regional BESTA Cup at May.
The next annual NGI BESTA tournament will be held in the autonomous region of Bougainville. Dr. Stindri, NBC National Sports, Kimbe.
The BSP-sponsored men's national titles of the PNG Billiards and Snooker Association concluded last night in Port Moresby. The competition coincided with the country's 41st independence celebrations. Paul Tamik Jr. reports.
The BSP Men's National Snooker title was held at the Lamana Hotel in Port Moresby. 4 young men played through the long independence weekend. From the semi-finals, only 2 went into the grand final last night. The Zong Fong has been the champion since joining the Billiards and Snooker Association. He has been holding onto the title for the last 8 consecutive years. He was aiming for his 9th title this year, but unfortunately he did not make it. And that was because another experienced player who has been trying his best to win this major title proved to be too good for Fong this time around. He is Marcus Ning, who was the runner-up during the 2014 and 2015 competitions. Ning was leading with 4 frames and Fong was trailing by 2 frames. Fong earlier won the 1st frame and the 5th frame, but Ning came back in the 6th frame to be in the lead with 4 frames to Fong 2. Fong's only hope was to win the 7th and get the match down to the last frame, which he did, and won the 8th frame as well to level the frames at 4-all. But Marcus Ning was more determined this time to grab the national title. Ning remained focused throughout, and when Fong could not sink the yellow ball, Ning grabbed the opportunity and kept sinking the balls till the black ball went in, giving him the 2016 new BSP Men's Snooker winner.
Winning it for the first time. This is the so-called eluding one because I've basically won the Moresby, Alotau and KVN, but I've been trying to win this for the past 2 years. Finally, I suppose it's the 3rd time lucky.
Paul Tamik Jr., NBC National Sports, Port Moresby.
Meanwhile, after winning this year's national snooker title, Marcus Ning said he is more determined to maintain this performance in future tournaments. Paul Tamik Jr. has more.
After defeating Duzong Fong last night, Ning told NBC National Sports exclusively that he was trying so hard to win this major title in snooker. He has won other tournaments like the Pacific MMA Challenge and other snooker competitions and tournaments, but not this one. What else you want to tell us?
I think basically, it was a good week of snooker. The sponsors, everyone were basically fairly supportive of the sport. So hopefully we do get more sponsors for the upcoming events next year.
After winning this major title, Ning said he is more determined to maintain this performance in future.
I believe so. My form was fairly poor during the round robin stages, and it started to pick up a little bit. And luckily for me, it picked up a bit more than what I needed. So yeah, especially towards the end, go back to the table practicing, which is always never ending. So hopefully I'm able to improve my game further. Basically that will be my target next year.
Ning said he will continue to spend more time on the snooker table and prepare for 2 more tournaments that are coming up as well.
I'm actually practicing fairly regularly here at La Mana, partly because of the environment is fairly cooling and quiet. It is a very good training snooker area or room.
Paul Tomic Jr., NBC National Sports, Port Moresby.
The Papua New Guinea Prime Minister's 13 team are well into their preparations for this weekend's match against the Australian side. The PNG team is well into training at the National Football Stadium, and Paul Tomic Jr. caught up with the players this morning and files this report.
The annual Prime Minister's 13 Rugby League match is set for this Saturday, the 24th of September. It will be staged at the National Football Stadium in Port Moresby. PNG's PM's 13 team are into full swing of training at the gym, doing their circuits, training for 2.5 hours. Only Townsville Black Hawk lock Willie Minoga is in the country apart from other overseas players. Coach Michael Marum told NBC National Sports that both the current PNG Kumuls captain David Mead and Nana McDonald will not be joining the PNG's PM's 13 as they have just been contracted to their 2 new NRL clubs for 2017 season. The PNG PM's 13 side is dominated by the SP Hunters players. There are about 11 debutant players, with 2 from the Confederate and 1 from the Southern Zone under-20s. Coaching staff from the PNG Kumuls are also with the team, including David Wesley, Leonard Tarum and assistant coach Stanley Tappen. Meanwhile, tickets for this Saturday's match is already on sale at all Big Rooster outlets and Stop and Shops in Port Moresby. The gates will open at 1 p.m. The event will begin with a curtain raiser matches of Women's Rugby League and Schoolboys match. Paul Tomic Jr., NBC National Sports, Port Moresby.
The Poponeta Volleyball Association teams that attended the 42nd National Volleyball Championship in Port Moresby came through the hard way by walking the Kokoda track. President of the association, Pukari Tore, is more than happy despite not enough support and backing from its 3 members of parliament and business houses. Again, Paul Tomic Jr. reports.
Nothing is impossible if there is determination. Having not taken part in the last 10 years at the National Volleyball Championship, Poponeta Volleyball Association came through the hard way to attend the tournament without any good support.
We've done really well. The juniors under 21 men's division. We were pooled in a very difficult pool. We were on Pool C. Our games were played on Monday, and we played the first games between Fairfax, and the boys really put up a good challenge after 10 years of not participating in the national championships, and the boys were really geared up for this game.
President Pukari Torres said he has been impressed with his under-21s despite them losing few games. They also won some games, giving the players something experience. He said playing for the first time in a world-class sporting facilities like the Taroma Aquatic and Indoor Center could not stop his players from the under-21s to the senior women and the open men's team performing to the best of their abilities.
And most of the boys are first-timers to these national championships. And we went down 2-1. But the game was very good. They enjoyed the game. They have learned new skills.
Torres said all he wants is to come and learn and gain the experience while playing in top centers like Port Moresby. He will be returning back to help extend the skills to his other players back in Pondeta town and villages.
The main purpose of our coming here is to expose our raw talents and get back home and start the competition and maybe play in this level that we've learned down here in Port Moresby. And the boys have won Roosters and they've won Lower Sogeri. We won 2 games and we lost 3 games. And that's a big improvement.
Paul Tomic Jr., NBC National Sports, Port Moresby.
And that's all from sports. Back to you, Antonia.
Thank you, James. Stay with us. We'll return after the break with the finance news.